Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing some gear hunting as far as cameras go. Going to be headed out to an antique fair and seeing what kind of cool vintage gear we could find. Maybe even possibly some cool cameras if you can score a good deal. But yeah, taking you guys along for the ride, so let's head out.
Alright, so instead of leaving the original audio since it was a little noisy at the fair, I figured I'd just do a voiceover. So I'm at the fair and here is a Tower Reflex, which is actually a Sears branded TLR, and this is a Hanamix Practica Super TL. Not too sure about this. Actually ended up getting this now that I'm talking in the future. Picked up a lens for it as well. Here I am testing out, seeing if it works. And boy, let me tell you, it was really hot out. It was probably around 95 degrees, which if you're from the desert states might not be too hot for you, but over here in Northern California, it was quite warm. Here's a, looks like a Graflex Graphic 35. I have another Graphics rangefinder, which I'd like to do a video on sometime. And, you know, the owner of this stall just had all this cool Kodak stuff, and he had cleaned out a house of what was probably a camera repair shop person, something like that. And here I am taking a look at a Kodak Jr Splicer. I believe it's for motion film. Cool stuff. And I also ended up finding some of this Kodacolor 2. Some medium format 120 film. Expiration date 82. And I dropped it. Looking through more of the boxes, I ended up finding this Kodak fine grain developer. Now, there's no way for me to use it, but I wanted to take it and just have it as a display piece. And in addition to that, ended up finding this micro doll developer as well by Kodak. Now here is a Rico Rangefinder. Take a look at this film advance lever. It's on the bottom, and it just like kind of has this really interesting way of winding. And I wanted to get it, but the shutter was pretty sticky. Other than that, it was in really good condition. No, I didn't get it just because I wanted to get something that I felt confident in knowing that it was somewhat going to work. And an unreliable shutter is sometimes a no-no, but I think someone else will maybe possibly pick this up. Here are some really cool sepia tone shots, just a big pile of these, really awesome. And here is a Kodak rangefinder. I'm not too sure on the model. Here is a Miranda. I don't see too much of these, but it's an SLR and it's in pretty good condition. Here's some vintage Kodak advertisements. Looks like it's for one of their TLRs. This stuff's pretty awesome. This one was $5. I didn't pick it up just because I didn't feel like I needed it. And another Kodak advertisement. This one was for $12.50, but really awesome. It's one of the original Kodak cameras as well. But that was my short trip.
Alright guys, so I just got back home from the heat. I braved through it, and I think I found some pretty cool stuff, as you saw from the video. There's some pretty interesting things, a lot of which I thought I wasn't going to buy, but I ended up going back to that guy that's cleared out that house and ended up buying a few more stuff from him other than just that 120 film. Got a few cameras as well, so we'll go ahead and take this to the tabletop and I'll show you guys all the things that I got today. Alright guys, so here are all the things that I got today. Basically I got a few cool Kodak stuff that they don't make anymore, a light meter, some lenses, some cameras. So we'll go over the small stuff first. Obviously I got some of this Kodacolor. It's 120 film. Expiration date is 1982, June. I don't shoot medium format currently. I would love to get into it, but I thought it was just too good of a deal to pass up. So I got some Kodacolor too. Color negative. It's pretty cool. I got 3 of these. One of them was the open. I was just going to leave this there, but I thought why not? I'll just get it. Some other cool Kodak stuff that I got are these Kodachrome Slides. I got 4 of them, I believe. And these look like someone's vacation. But as you guys know, they don't make Kodachrome anymore, and picking up these slides is actually quite neat. And you know, not even having to look through a projector, just looking at these slides with the naked eye, they just look really, really good. Next, I got a box of this Kodak Fine Grain Developer DK20. I'm not sure when this was made, but it's in its original box, unopened. Look at that. It's a developer. Obviously I can't use this anymore, so this is more of a collector's item. Again, got a really good deal on this. Actually got everything that you see here on this table for 15 bucks. It's insane. So that's pretty cool. This is something that I'll just keep for the sake of keeping. The next thing I got in this leather case right here is a light meter. Appears to be working. The needle moves. Haven't done a proper test on it, but again, I got everything on this table for 15 bucks, so not bad. Not a bad deal. Looks like the brand is Weston Master 2, and it's a universal exposure meter. Kind of cool looking. Let's see if we can get this in focus. Alright, there you go. Light meter. This doohickey in the back. Kind of cool looking. Let's see if I can put it to good use. Of course, a lot of the cameras that I use already have a meter built into it, but you know, I may run into an issue with that meter, and it's nice to have an external meter. So the next thing I got is this Talimar SR200. This is actually a Russian SLR. Came with the lens, cycles, everything appears to be working. Oops, it's Russian. You can take a beating. Yeah, I don't know too much about Russian cameras, to be honest with you, and kind of the cool thing about this is, I don't know if you can see that, this is made in the Soviet Union, made in USSR. So kind of cool. Before the fall of the Soviet Union, this camera was made. So pretty interesting piece. Looking forward to testing it out. Yeah, Talimar SR200. So next I got this Hanimex Praktica Super TL. This is an SLR. Looks like this case was made in East Germany. I don't know too much about Praktica. Let's actually take this out of the case. Guess it's a German made product, made in East Germany. So just like the Talimar, these are two Cold War era cameras. Interesting. East Germany, so this was made under Soviet occupation, if I'm not mistaken. What's really interesting is the shutter release button is angled right here in the front, so you actually actuate that, and everything appears to be working. Pretty interesting. It's a really lightweight camera. It's kind of beefy, but it actually doesn't weigh too much. And it's nice that it comes with a portion of its original case. And to match the Praktica, I also have this Lentar lens. Lentar? Sounds like lentils. And I didn't know it actually matches that camera, the Praktica. Let's get this out of its original case. This is a telephoto. Let's see if we can get this in focus. 100, it's a 135mm f2.8 as the biggest aperture you can get, which is pretty good. Not too bad at all. Yeah. I think I left the end cap right here at the antique fair. I took it out and tried to fit it on there, and I forgot to put it back on. But you know, I have the original case, so it's all good. And this doesn't exactly snap into the Praktica. It's just threaded right here, and it screws in. But everything appears to be working as far as the shutter goes. So that's the shutter button right there. It just screws in here. This lens is made in Japan, if I haven't mentioned it already. So got an East German camera with the Japanese lens. Let's see if we can get this in. That just screws in like that. Alright, that's good. Again. Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little haul video from the antique fair. Really great finds. Again, not too sure as how these cameras are going to perform. But, you know, hopefully this kind of inspires you guys to go out there and look for stuff, because, you know, these things are out there, and if you want to find things on the as far as good deals go, on the lesser expensive side, it might be worth taking a risk going out thrifting and doing these things as opposed to buying things online. It's also really fun just going on a hunt and just, you know, getting outside and walking around and seeing what kind of goodies you can possibly score. Not saying that you shouldn't ever consider going online and buying things. Going online and buying things, sometimes it's the chances are better that you'd be getting something that actually works, even though it might be a bit more expensive. However, when it comes to thrifting like this, sometimes you do get lucky. But anyway, that's the video, and hope to do more of these, and subscribe, stay tuned, and thank you for watching.